Welcome back to my channel, coin purchaser, coin lovers, and treasure hunters. Today, I'm bringing you one of the most iconic small denomination coins from Canada. It is small in size, but huge in history. A coin that millions of people held in their hands without realizing the story it carried. This is the 1987 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin of Canada. A coin that today stands as a powerful reminder of Canada's Copper Age and the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the hidden world of the 1987 Canadian penny, its history, its design, its real value in circulation, and its current market price in today's collector's world. To understand the true importance of the 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin, we need to go back several decades. The 1-cent coin in Canada has a long journey that began in the late 19th century, but by the 1980s, it had already become one of the most recognized coins in the country. The year 1987 falls in a very interesting period of Canadian coinage. Canada was still using copper-based cents that carried real metal composition and real weight. This was before Canada shifted to steel and before the mint faced rising metal prices that eventually forced the end of the penny. During the era of the 1980s, Canada was modernizing its economy. People were using cash heavily, and the penny was everywhere. The Royal Canadian Mint was producing hundreds of millions of cents every single year. These coins were used in grocery stores, post offices, gas stations, and everywhere daily life took place. The penny was small, but it built the Canadian financial system for decades. Now let's talk about the monarch of the time. The obverse of this coin features Queen Elizabeth II. In 1987, she was already 3 decades into her reign, and her portrait on Canadian coins had become a national symbol. This particular portrait, used from 1982 to 1989, was created by artist Arnold Mackin. It is notable for its elegant and youthful appearance, showing Elizabeth with a tiara and smooth features, giving the coin a classic royal look. The reverse of the 1987 cent displays one of Canada's most famous designs. The maple leaf twig, designed by G. E. Kruger Gray. This design had been used since 1937 and became a symbol of strength and unity. The 2 maple leaves on a twig represent Canada's natural beauty and its connection to nature. One of the most interesting things about the 1987 penny is its metal content. These coins were made of bronze, which consisted of 98% copper with a small amount of tin and zinc. Because of the real metal content, these coins had weight and durability. When you hold a 1987 penny in your hand, it feels heavier and more solid than the steel pennies of later years. Its weight is 2.55 grams and its diameter 19.05 millimeters. This coin carries a smooth, plain edge. Every small detail of this cent is a reminder of a time when coins were made with heavier metal and stronger craftsmanship. The Royal Canadian Mint produced an extremely large number of 1-cent coins in the year 1987. The mintage for circulating strikes was massive, crossing the hundreds of millions. This high mintage means the coin was used by almost every Canadian citizen during that year. These coins stayed in circulation for decades. People used them in vending machines, coin trays, donation boxes, and piggy banks. The sound of pennies dropping during the 1980s and 1990s was part of everyday Canadian life. However, something important changed later. Canada officially discontinued the penny in 2012. After that, millions of pennies were melted down. Because of mass melting, some earlier years, including the late 1980s pennies, are slowly becoming less common in high grades. Most surviving 1987 pennies in circulation today are scratched, worn, discolored, or heavily used. A 1987 penny in mint state condition is now much more valuable than people realize. Let's talk about what your 1987 Canada 1-cent coin is worth in circulation. If you have one that was used in cash transactions, kept in a jar, or found in daily pocket change, then its value is usually around 1 cent to 5 cents because of its common mintage and heavy use. However, coins with less wear and better shine can reach higher values. A lightly circulated example with good detail can sell for 10 cents to 20 cents depending on condition and buyer interest. Now let's go deeper into the collector value. This is where the real money is. Collectors want coins that are clean, sharp, and free from scratches. Mint state coins are rare because most of the 1987 cents were heavily circulated. Here is the general market value in today's coin collecting world. Circulated condition fair to good, 1 cent to 5 cents very fine grade, 10 cents to 20 cents extremely fine grade, 25 cents to 50 cents about uncirculated, 50 cents to $1 mint state 60, $1 to $2 mint state 63, $2 to $3 mint state 65, $5 to $8 mint state 66 or higher, can reach $10 or more depending on color, and strike quality red mint state examples with full bright copper color are the most valuable. These coins are usually found in old rolls or collections stored for decades. Collectors look at the following factors when valuing a 1987 penny. The original red color of copper, sharp and clear maple leaf details, no dark stains or corrosion, no scratches across the portrait of the queen, full rims, and no dense perfect maple leaf veins on the reverse. If your coin meets these criteria, its value could be much higher. If you are looking to buy or sell the 1987 Canada 1-cent coin, here are the best options. Online marketplaces like eBay and Etsy, coin shows and exhibitions, local coin shops, numismatic Facebook groups, Canadian collector forums. Always compare prices. Coins with original red shine and uncirculated condition sell the fastest. If you are selling, take clear pictures of both sides and mention the grade and shine of the coin. Buyers pay more when they know what they are getting. And that is the full journey of the 1987 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin from Canada. A coin small in size but incredibly rich in history, culture, and beauty. Even though its face value is tiny, its story is huge. This copper coin represents an era of Canadian identity, strong design, and the long-lasting legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more valuable coin stories. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next treasure hunting episode. Where history meets mystery, where small coins tell big stories. If you're passionate about rare coins, their hidden values, and fascinating backgrounds, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a special coin that might just be sitting unnoticed in your change jar, the 2005 kilograms Elizabeth II 1-cent coin from Canada. Stick around because you won't believe the incredible history, rare details, and current market value of this amazing coin. Introducing the coin. Let's talk about the coin itself. The 2005 Elizabeth II 1-cent Canada coin, bearing the initials KG, which stand for the master engraver George Kruger Gray. This 1-cent coin is a remarkable piece not just for its design, but for the legacy it carries. A final breath before Canada bid farewell to the penny in later years. On the obverse, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, crowned with grace and authority. The image was designed by Susanna Blunt, a respected Canadian artist, and this portrait has been in use since 2003. Notice how there's no crown on the Queen, a break from tradition, representing a modern monarch. On the reverse side, you'll see 2 maple leaves on a twig, a classic and proud symbol of Canada. This was originally designed by George Kruger Gray, whose initials, KG, are engraved subtly on the coin. It's a design that has become iconic over the years. Coin SPCIFICATIONS country, Canada year, 2005 denomination, 1 cent composition, 94% steel, 1.5% nickel, 4.5% copper plating weight, 2.35 grams diameter, 19.05 mm edge, plain obverse designer, Susanna Blunt reverse designer. George Kruger Gray Historical BACKGRUND. The Canadian 1 cent coin has a long and rich history. The maple leaf design dates back to 1937 and has seen only minor changes over time. By 2005, the Royal Canadian Mint was using more cost-effective materials such as steel and copper plating instead of pure copper, due to rising metal prices. The 2005 coin is especially meaningful because it was issued during a time when Canada was beginning discussions around phasing out the penny altogether, which eventually happened in 2012. So this coin is part of the final era of Canadian pennies, making it more significant to collectors who value transitional currency. Why the KG initials MATTR? You might be wondering, what's the big deal about KG? These initials stand for George Kruger Gray, a British artist and coin designer whose work appears on coins of multiple Commonwealth nations. His legacy has been etched into history, and having his initials on your coin adds to its collectability and authenticity. Rare variants and error coins. Now here's where it gets interesting. While the 2005 Canadian penny is common, error coins or high-grade uncirculated specimens can command a much higher value in the collector's market. Look out for coins with misaligned dies, double strikes, off-center minting, coins with partial or missing plating. These error coins are extremely rare, and if you have one, you might be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it. Circulation and PRODUCTION. In 2005, the Royal Canadian Mint produced approximately 759 million 1 cent coins. Yes, that's a huge number, and most were circulated. But here's the twist: only a small percentage remain in mint state condition, meaning untouched, uncirculated, and perfect. That's what collectors chase after. Current market value. So, what's the coin worth today? Circulated condition. In average circulated condition, this coin is worth its face value, 1 cent, or just slightly above, usually sold in bulk by collectors. Mint state/uncirculated. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can be worth $5 to $25 or more, depending on the quality. Error coins or proof-like versions. If your 2005 penny has any rare errors or was part of a special collector's set, it could be worth anywhere between $50 and $300, or higher if it's unique and verified. Tips for identifying a valuable 2005 PNY: use a magnifying glass to check the maple leaf for any die cracks or doubling. Examine the Queen's portrait for signs of doubling or minting errors. Look at the surface quality, luster, scratches, and edge sharpness. Check for any signs of off-metal strikes or unique toning. Why you should keep this coin SAFE even though it might seem like just another old penny. The 2005 Elizabeth II KG 1 cent coin represents the final days of a century-old currency. With the Queen's long reign, the phasing out of the Canadian penny, and the famous initials of Kruger Gray, it's a coin packed with value, both historical and potential monetary. Ending call TOACTION. So, coin lovers, don't underestimate the power of the penny. That small copper-colored piece might be hiding real worth. Check your coin jars, wallets, and drawers. You might just discover a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this video and want more fascinating stories about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an update. And hey, if you have a 2005 kilograms penny, Drop a comment below and tell us what condition it's in. We'd love to hear your coin collecting stories. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, and may your pockets be filled with hidden treasures.